Ladies and gentlemen, the purpose of my persuasive speech today is to make any amount of donation to the AACC Foundation. Education is crucially important for students in this era, and a lot of people don't get to go to school since they cannot afford it or end up with no degree, which usually results in a lower quality struggling life. If more money is raised in this foundation for Anondo Community College, then deserving students can receive more scholarship money, and it can help relieve the burden of the cost of college and do so much more for incoming community college students. This has been an ongoing problem for a long time now. The cost of a college or post-secondary education at most universities and colleges is debilitating for so many people financially. And mentally, it makes stress that can last decades or a lifetime if people have crippling debt without being able to pay it off and live their lives simultaneously. Others decide they cannot afford that risk or problem or the tuition prices in general, so they don't do what they intend to do with their life and in college. Students every year around the United States dream of going to college to pursue a career that they decide sooner or later, and most want to accomplish highly in a field of their choice. And after they graduate from high school, they are faced with a crazy and intense situation of how they're going to get their plans together and start paying for college. And along with that, mainly the parents. Students usually don't receive much financial aid. And if their parents' annual income is above the certain cutoff or a certain limit, they are left with a problem that is not something simple to solve. In the next few minutes, I will show you all how tough it is to get through college without the financial tools or planned to attend on top of all the academic stress. The costs of college have been rising exponentially since decades and since the 1950s, as stated in The Problem of Higher College Education by Otto Eckstein. He stresses that these rising prices put a great burden on the student and their families. If these prices continue to rise, and the lives of students will change drastically, and people will have to become desperate to pursue higher education. There are so many other factors that play into going to college. Eckstein stresses on the statistics of how college costs were in the 1950s, and later how if these tuitions rates continue to rise, the consequences of this matter will get more difficult to handle. And also, as stated in The Value of a College Education by the American College Bulletin, they say that college education for young adults of this era will be even more important to pursue and essential because this age requires higher education for it to keep thriving and continue developing. So therefore, the ability to go and the cost should be eased so more delicate people can prosper and make the world a better place. Although AACC is a lot cheaper than most institutions, the cost can still be significantly stressing if students do not have enough scholarships or qualifying financial aid to cover costs for an average student, which leads to a financial burden to them and their families. According to Gender, Debt, and Dropping Out of College by Rachel E. Dwyer, Randy Hodson, and Laura McLeod, credit access is essential and more crucial to completing the college education now and getting a degree. Young people increasingly face the trade-off of taking on debt to cover and complete college. This is happening all over in this country, and it shows a significant problem for the young people in their futures. If little donations from you all can make this better, then they can keep going and people can keep going and have education. They can have more scholarships or aid, or they have hope to look up to. AACC Foundation's mission, as stated on their website, says that their mission is to gather funds securely to provide access to higher education through student scholarships. They explicitly state that we believe every motivated, hardworking student should have the opportunity to attend college or improve his or her life. Your donation provides scholarships for our students and helps support Anondo Community College programs. There are many ways to give if you look on the website. This era provides so many problems with education, and this donation can really help students from AACC. And your donation can do a lot for them to relieve them of this burden. So in conclusion, I hope I was able to explain this tragic issue in more depth and how your donations can help students study and get more closer to a degree and possibly relieve them of their future debt. This can help incoming AACC students to get through the struggle and gets easier for them. So thank you.